Welcome back to another episode of the Angry Albertan Live. We're here at the Lois Public Library in Edmonton. You can see it in the background there. Been hearing some experiences that they're not honoring the mask exemptions. So I'm going to put that to the test here today and see if they're going to put up a stink about me not having a mask. It might be fine, they might not say anything, or they might kick me out. I'm kind of curious here to see what happens. Thanks for joining us. We're just outside the Lois Public Library. We're going to test their compliance with the masking bylaw. I actually have the bylaw written here. This is going to be a very terribly shot video because I want it to appear as if I'm just texting and not actually filming. So I apologize for the poor videography that's about to happen here. If you don't want to watch, don't watch it. I'm just kind of recording this to see what actually happens. So thanks for tuning in. Like I say, the videography is about to get really poor. So I'm just going to make it look like I'm texting here. I'm exempt, thanks. Okay, sure. Oh, no, thanks. I got eczema. I'm good, thanks. So one thing to notice is that all the libraries have removed their fish. Where are the periodicals in here? Movies, music. Now where would I find that? They mentioned it at the door, yeah.
Yeah, it is bylaw, so
Oh, I know, I'm exempt.
You're exempt? Okay.
Yeah. You bet, thank you. Where would the periodicals be?
I think they're in the very back. There's quite a few in the front display as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, there are no periodicals. They got rid of the fish and the periodicals. I didn't know COVID killed periodicals. Photography, music. Weddings, plants, animals, government. Oh, Calvin and Hobbes. Sorry folks, I expect this to be quite boring. We'll see how long it takes before I get hassled. Who doesn't love Calvin and Hobbes? Hi there.
No masks are actually required in our space, so we have disposable ones at the front if you don't feel one.
Oh, no thanks, I'm exempt. The exemption kind of exempt.
Sorry, we're actually only permitting exemption that's attached to a medical condition.
Oh, okay, because
That's the only,
like I've got the bylaw here.
yeah, that's fine. Right now, I'm just letting you know it's a medical exemption specifically we would use. Otherwise, it's just we want to,
Well, I mean, there's a whole list of exemptions here,
that's the one that we're following.
right?
Otherwise,
Like,
we would be
I mean, I'm not under.
Before you interrupt me, please, the thing is, we are asking people to keep it short and sweet if they're not wearing a mask.
Oh, so if I'm wearing a mask, I could sit as long as I like?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. And if I'm not wearing a mask, how many minutes do I have? 5 minutes? And then what happens?
Then we need to leave or I have to call God.
You have to call a guard.
I know, it's very serious and it's because of the number of incidents
Number of incidents, like what, people are coughing and sneezing?
in Edmonton. Okay?
Okay, well, I'm just looking at the bylaw here, and the bylaw says that persons unable to wear a mask due to mental or physical concerns or limitations or protected ground under the Alberta Human Rights Act. I mean, so, I mean, I should be allowed to sit as long as anybody else is allowed to sit.
You know what, I'm gonna call a guard.
You're going to call a guard?
We'll just leave it at that. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Just reading my Calvin and Hobbes. So is security coming, or do I have a few more minutes? Oh, they are coming? Okay. Oh, nah, we'll wait for security.
As you've been told, we have called security and
Hi, nice to meet you.
You do. I heard that they asked you to put on a mask. That's their rules and regulations around here. Without a mask, you were allowed, they said in and out of 5 minutes, they're okay with that. But if you're going to stay here on site, they prefer you wear.
Well, that's not what the City of Edmonton bylaw says.
Okay.
I mean, the City of Edmonton bylaw says that persons unable to wear a face covering due to mental or physical concerns or limitations or protected grounds under the Alberta Human Rights Act. So, by asking me to leave, I think you're actually violating my human rights.
Not really.
Yeah,
This
really.
is, so all property belongs to the public or?
Well, this is a City of Edmonton property. This is a City of Edmonton bylaw,
Edmonton public land.
owned by the City of Edmonton, paid for by my tax dollars. Right?
Okay, and so what reasons do you have that you can't wear a mask?
Well, that's actually, you're not even allowed to ask that, because that's a violation of the health privacy laws that we have in Alberta. You can't ask if it's a medical exemption or a mental exemption, or
So if you decided that you don't need to do something, you don't have to. Oh, any rules?
No, no, it's,
Following a loophole. Is that-
well, no.
No,
This
what
is,
I'm understanding is, if I can't ask you the reason why you can't wear one,
you can't.
okay, but if you decide you don't need to, that's your choice, correct?
That's correct. That's the way the bylaw is written.
Okay.
And
but the
if you
rules
go
are
back,
for entry, it's posted on the doors to wear a mask.
right, and that rule is posted on the door because of this bylaw. It's the law that they have to post the rules on the door, but the list of exemptions in here is extensive. And putting a time limit on me just because I'm exempt from the mask bylaw, that is a violation
But
of
do
my
they
human
have
rights.
any proof that you are exempt?
They don't need.
Anyone can say anything. Is that not true?
Well, we could go to the City of Edmonton website right now where it says that businesses are not expected to enforce the bylaw. Right? Are you a bylaw officer?
I can bring one down if you like.
Oh, please go ahead.
It's just the safety of others. That's what they're trying to do.
And how
Here's the
am
reason
I
why.
interfering with the safety of others, sir?
That's why everyone's wearing a mask. It's a choice that's been made to open up these places. Correct?
No. There's plenty of places across Canada that don't have mandatory masks. They
And that's what
and the reality is that every place that has put in place mandatory masks has put in place exemptions. And actually, if you read St. Albert's bylaw, it says in their bylaw that if staff,
Albert's a different section.
I know, but they actually wrote it right into their bylaw that if staff are harassing people about the masks, that they're actually committing an offense and could be ticketed. And I kind of feel that you're harassing me right now because I don't really feel you have a lawful justification to be interrogating
I'm
me.
just asked to come down here because their rules are to wear a mask.
Right.
So I come down here to do my job.
Sure. Are you evicting me?
They're asking you to put on a mask. That's all I'm asking you to do. Is just
Oh, no. I'm not putting on a mask. I'm exempt. And you could have the bylaw come down here and I'd be happy to tell him that I'm exempt.
No, that's fine. I'm just doing what I got to do
No, fair enough.
before we go any further. I'm just trying to do my best to make things go peacefully.
I am being peaceful, sir. Am I not being peaceful?
Just letting you know what they ask.
Okay, sure.
I'm just passing on the message.
Oh, I know they just called you.
And-
I don't think they even had any grounds to call you. I'm just sitting here reading a book.
Which is fine,
Yeah. Great.
right? I have no problem with that, but like I said, they force a lot of people to wear masks for the safety of everyone.
Well, they're not even technically supposed to be enforcing this bylaw. I mean, they're not bylaw officers, right? Since when have the...
I understand. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to make a big scene.
Right.
Or whichever.
Oh, you seem
I
like a
know
nice
you're
guy.
recording me.
Yeah, oh, darn right. Yeah, this is going out live right now. It'll be seen thousands of times.
Yeah. And there's nothing I can say or do. But mass safety is mass safety.
Well, and I have a feeling after this video is seen a few thousand times, you're going to be getting a lot more phone calls down here because a lot of people are going to come down here and prove to you what a mask exemption is. That's fine.
I
Yeah.
can do, right?
Yeah,
I'm
oh,
only
yeah.
doing what I'm asked for.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, and I understand. They just called you.
Mass safety is everyone's, has their own decision on it.
Do you acknowledge that it is my decision?
No, I just acknowledge everyone has their own opinion.
Right. Cool.
I cannot state anything on whichever opinion.
Right.
That's all I can really tell you.
So I guess they just called you down here to try and intimidate me into wearing a mask?
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
about intimidation.
Oh, okay. I'm just not really seeing the point of all this then.
It's whatever happens, people call in because they don't feel comfortable in dealing with it. If you are not willing to work with them, they prefer to bring someone else to talk
Okay.
to you,
Sure.
right?
All right. Fair enough.
I'm not saying nothing aggressive to you. I'm
No,
not doing any
of course
that.
not.
I just came up and asked you if you could please put on a mask.
No.
You're refusing to,
That's right.
and that's all we're leaving it with.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay,
Thank you very much, sir. Have a wonderful day.
you too.
Well, there you have it. They called security down here. Security said, "Would you put on a mask?" I said no. And security's walked away. So all of this was basically for nothing. I mean, I could sit here for another couple minutes just to rub it in, rub some salt in their wounds. we'll give it a couple more minutes just to see what else happens. Hello. Good, yourself? So has the library chosen to escalate this any further, or? Excuse me, sir. Has the library chosen to escalate this any further, or?
I don't know at the moment.
Oh, okay.
They've just asked you to put on a mask. That's part of their
Oh,
rules.
okay.
So
Okay. Oh, I thought they were asking me to leave.
I can get that confirmation.
But you're not
as
asking.
I did.
You're not asking me to leave then.
I asked you if you can't
Okay.
put on a mask, if you could leave. Yeah.
Oh, okay. By my choice, obviously. Okay.
Well, I can't force you right now,
Awesome.
but it can be considered as trespassing if they.
If they wanted to go that way.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, thank you. Okay, since your manager is hiding in her office, I'm going to leave this here. This is a copy of the mask bylaw. I've highlighted the relevant section where you can't discriminate. Discriminating people for not wearing a mask essentially is a human rights violation. So consider this branch's warning. If this branch continues to violate people's rights, you are going to be seeing a whole herd of mask exempt people in your branch. So by taking the stance that this library, that your branch manager has taken here today, you're pretty much guaranteeing that we will be at your front door protesting. So you all have yourselves a wonderful day. I will be back to test this again. Oh, look at security can't even park his car. Like it's a real emergency. He's got to run in, you know, illegally park his car because someone's not wearing a mask, man. I didn't sneeze, didn't cough, didn't do anything. And it's really funny, you know, that security guard, boy, that tone sure changed when the security guard showed up, right? You know, all those staff members were like, you're going to have to leave. You're going to have to get out. You know, you have about 5 minutes and that's it. If you want to stay longer than 5 minutes, you have to have a mask on. Well, security shows up and says, stay as long as you like, but would you mind wearing a mask? No, I will not wear a mask. I'm exempt. Okay, have a nice day. You know, so they call for security backup. Well, the security knows the damn bylaw. He knows the bylaw. Oh, what a joke. What a joke that was. So, long story short, they want you to call their bluff. So they're going to tell you, you got to leave, you got to get out. Well, those are requests. They're asking if you're willing to leave. They're not actually saying you're evicted, you know. And if they did, they'd have to have grounds for it. And clearly they know they don't have grounds to evict me because nobody ordered me out once the security guard showed up. So they're just bullies. That's all it is. They're bullies. So enough with the bullying. Stand up for yourself. These people are a bunch of jokers. They, security's your best friend here because they know there's not a damn thing they can do to you. I was sitting there reading a book. Come and get me. And when push comes to shove, there isn't a damn thing they can do about it. So don't comply. Do your thing. I would encourage everybody to come down to the Lois Hole branch of the Edmonton Public Library and, give them a piece of your mind. Just come down. Don't expect to get any books or anything because they don't need to know who you are because they will jerk you around on your library card. So you just show up, hang out for a while, let the kids play in the play area, ask them why the fishes aren't there. I wonder if all the fish got flushed down the toilet just because of COVID. You know, some of those fish lived in those aquariums for over a decade. And COVID hits, well, they don't want to pay the contractor to clean the fish tanks, who usually, So anyway, anyhow, stressful. stressful. But I did it. It's done. I hope you all learned something from it. It was long and boring, but I hope that helps some of you. All these people are bullies. If you stand up to the bullies, they're going to back down, as they did here. If bylaw would have shown up, all you have to say is, I'm exempt. And they'd say, are you medically exempt? And you just say, that's none of your business. It's illegal for them to ask about your medical conditions. So, that's the magic words. So I'm exempt, we're exempt. Your whole family can be exempt. There isn't a damn thing they can do about it. You know, so if you got 10 kids and you all want to go into the library and you say, we're exempt, well, you know, then so be it. And they're going to come up, they're going to try and rush you through. You have to leave in 5 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Just nod your head and smile. If you give them any sass back, they're going to put that in their reports as, you know, you were making life difficult for their staff. And, you know, so they're just going to play it against you. So just be nice, nod and smile, and completely ignore them, because there isn't a darn thing they can do. And if everybody did that, they wouldn't even be bothered trying these shenanigans anymore. So anyway, good luck, folks. There we go. That was kind of fun. Have a great afternoon, and we'll see you all soon.